Okay, so get.
I was trying to make
You're
that.
just trying to get slapped.
No, I was trying to make that as the You start a conversation. I'm like, I'm a real man. I'm gonna put down my game.
Oh, okay, because this is not weird that we have 2 cameras set up and a mic on.
Redo it.
No, we're not redoing that. Okay, so I guess we can bring up this topic of what we just heard. The sense of, I feel like we don't go through a lot because we choose not to. We've made those decisions not to go through a lot of stuff. Mm-hmm. And I guess what I meant from that is that a lot of times people feel like in order to get to know somebody, you have to go through hell. You have to go through certain situations in order to truly get to know somebody or to see if you really love them. Mm-hmm. And yes, I agree with that, but I feel like there's a lot of unnecessary drama people go through based off their decision making within the relationship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like I said, I guess that's me just fully explaining it. Just saying, we choose not to go through a lot of stuff. We don't have drama because we choose not to be dramatic people. Yeah. I choose not to have to see a certain side of you because I've made certain decisions within arguments or within our relationship that wouldn't even require you to even pull from this random place, this anger place, or just random toxic things that people enjoy.
Yeah, I mean, number one, we're not even them type of people.
Yeah, that's just not in us. Yeah. Anyway.
So whenever you don't even come to me with mess. I don't come to you with mess in general. But as far as in the relationship goes, I mean, yeah, we never really.
It's funny because you have such a man's perspective. It's yeah, we don't go through nothing. I like it. I like you ain't drama filled. I don't got time for that. And I'm the same way. I'm just what is
Because why would we think about if we worried about what somebody else and they family doing, or they talking about us, or we somehow get in the mix of that? For what? That's not our family.
I mean, because I like to tell people, I'm your relationship honestly is dramatic and drama prone because you're creating that drama to be prone in your relationship. So it's you could be dating somebody who's already got issues, but if you're constantly going through something all the time, it's because you've made those decisions to go through that stuff all the time. We decided we're not doing that, so guess what? If I have a problem with something you did, I'm going to tell you. I'm not going to mope around for 5 days and slam doors and then never text you back and then get mad when you don't text me back and then what's the point of doing all of that?
Like I said, I ain't got time for all that. Because you used to get mad for a long period of time, and that's not drama related, but from you just saying slamming doors and all that.
Yeah.
We don't.
I was mad, but you knew I was mad. It wasn't a whole I'm creating more situations to be mad about. It was you knew I was mad about that. Yeah. So for me, that was about a learning experience on how to get over things quicker instead of
being drama.
Yeah, being drama prone, because that's not what I was. I was mad about actual legit things.
I don't even know. Mad. We've been in this relationship for.
I mean, I'm the one who forgets stuff, y'all.
I want them to hear me counting.
Okay, move on.
We've been in a relationship for so long. What does it look like for, in a relationship to be drama prone? We're gonna put some of y'all business out there.
So from what I'm seeing on social media, right?
Oh, okay.
I think it's a matter of examples of that would be, I'm gonna text you. If you don't text me back in 10 minutes, then now I'm not gonna text you back for 3 days. Things like that, or the whole aspect of the McDonald's situation. I don't know if we talked about that on the podcast or what, but the girl was the guy picked her up for a date, and she was like, "Hey, can we stop real quick so I can get my baby something to eat?" And because he didn't pay for it, she was like, "Oh, we're not going on a second date." And then that's drama prone. Yeah. Now you're creating drama for no reason. You're creating it.
I'm so solution oriented. I already figured it out. It's not about people being drama prone. It's literally about people having other issues that they haven't solved, and it turns into drama.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
Because the whole situation with not texting me back, text me within a certain period of time,
Yeah.
whatever,
That's your issue with people ghosting you or not being there.
or insecure.
Yeah.
Any other things. Now, if they give you a reason to do that, like they've been a butt wipe in the past,
But
then,
at that point, then just don't text them back at all.
Exactly.
Why wait 3 days?
yeah. And then as far as the McDonald's situation, buying food for my kid, it's our first day buying food for my kid. That's about expectations, and you think on the first date I'm supposed to take care of you. That's not.
And your kid.
And your kid.
I don't know your kid's
I'm not a father.
What's your kid's name?
What's your kid's name?
What's your name?
What's-
Is it really Ashley?
I'm not a father. That's by choice. So y'all, you made the choice to have a kid. I didn't. So I'm not
Yeah.
responsible for that.
Yeah, I don't know. But that's why I say I stand by that. When people ask, or even if I feel like somebody would ask, I'll be like, we didn't go through stuff because we chose not to. We chose to live drama free. We chose to not do the antics.
Do you think that was more so of we had a lot more things figured out, like we understood it, or that's number one, we're not really drama prone, and then number two,
Drama doesn't excite us.
yeah,
And let's be honest, a lot of people are enticed by that. They're enticed by the man being aggressive and yelling at them and telling them to shut up. Women are enticed by that. Men are enticed by women who make them constantly chase them for no reason. You already have them, and they're still doing the whole, I don't know if I'm gonna text him today. I'm gonna tell him let's meet up, and then call him the day of and be like, actually I can't come. And then he'll see you on Instagram hanging out with somebody else. Like people love that, but
like the receiving end of it?
yes, they love the enticement of that because it's like a adrenaline rush. People who love roller coasters, they don't love it because it's like
it's just more so of like, oh, she playing hard to get, or hard to get, but like I have to chase.
Like I said, I don't know if I'm wrong. Somebody comment down here and tell me that I'm wrong. But what I'm saying is, some people do enjoy that, and that's why we say people like toxic behavior because, like I said, if you want to be in an actual healthy relationship, all that once that stuff subsides, that's when the real relationship starts. And you can ask people who've been through toxic stuff. They go, all that stuff that y'all fiending for and thought was cute and you liked, that's not when your relationship started.
No.
It started after y'all got over that and became actual people.
Y'all have to...
like,
people realize that they are, I was going to say boring, but that's not a good word. People are realizing that
you can't use that word because that's what people equate that bad behavior with not being boring, being exciting.
Yeah,
and I'm like
exciting.
I was like, you could be nice and exciting. Hence why I hate to say it, this is why it brings up the whole Future versus Russell aspect. People fiend for somebody like Future, even though they know that's not great.
Yeah.
Because they're like, it's exciting. I was like, but who said Russell isn't exciting?
What is exciting about Future?
You know what's real exciting? Buying me a whole team. I'm so excited right now.
I don't understand. I don't see how.
People are attracted to his lifestyle, not him, because he's not cute. I mean that with all disrespect. So it's like people are attracted to that lifestyle. People want somebody who's like, oh, I'm walking around. Da-da-da. I was like, but Future's really not like that either. He will tell you that.
Yeah.
He will stay in the studio all day before he go out gangbanging. That wasn't him. I was like, y'all are fantasized by a rapper.
It may have been his past life, but he got out of it.
But I don't think it was. Because he's done interviews where he's like, I'm a weirdo. Like, I'm not out here in these streets like that. Now, do I like women? Yes. So they could come to me and I'm going to be out here. But that's what I'm saying. I think they're just more enticed by the lifestyle and his demeanor. Because he has a certain swag to him, which I totally get. But I'm like, who says he's out here?
Like, what's going to happen whenever, like, all that swag get old to you? Because, like, once you get around it so long, you kind of get tired of it.
Yes and no.
Not tired of it.
I know what you mean.
Yeah. Things get old.
Yeah.
Over time, things get old.
Hence why everybody he's with leaves him. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, that's where all that stems from. That's why this topic is always coming up and always bringing up. Because people are so they're so determined to say that every woman wants that. And I'm like, no, the fuck we don't.
Yeah.
Nobody wants that. But most women don't know they don't want that until they get it. Hence why all the women who left him, it just sucks that all of them end up having kids with him, so they didn't really leave him.
Yeah.
But they figure that out once they get there, like, oh, like, you ain't shit. Like, I don't really want this. I was just enticed by the excitement. So that's why you can't use words like boring, because then people immediately they say the good guys are boring. And I'm like, you're a good guy. You're far from boring.
I'm trying to see what would be considered boring.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, what does that mean?
Yeah.
People are just looking at the outside of it.
What's another word for it? I think they have the wrong idea of what love really is and what that feeling really is, and they get it confused with excitement, or like the chase and the flare.
Yeah.
Because the flare is only temporary, But if you've grown up all your life, that's what relationship is, then that's what you chase after for, you know.
And I honestly, I think what the real problem is that people's end goal is marriage. Your end goal shouldn't be marriage.
Yeah.
So if you're looking for all the bells and whistles and excitement leading up to that, and then you get it, that's usually where people mess up. The dating is fine.
Yeah.
You felt like a relationship was amazing when you were dating, and then you got married, and then all of a sudden you felt like this is whack.
Yeah.
And it's because you spent your whole life waiting to just get married. You didn't think about nothing else after that. You just thought about getting married and then having kids.
Yeah,
but
then having a married life.
But you didn't think about the actual marriage part.
Yeah.
So when everything is no longer I have to make sure you say yes when I ask you. I have to make sure I want to say yes when you ask me. Like, you don't think anything else after that. So then people get caught up in the whole, like, they're so boring. This isn't fun. So then they start cheating, and I'm like, but they're stupid. And then you realize, like, everybody's boring. Because if you're putting expectations on people to be the Will Smith of your life, which he's an actor, he's acting all the time.
But you know what's crazy?
Like, what?
People like Will Smith and Future and all that. You would, like, if you were to, like, spend a week with Future or Will Smith, you would think they were boring.
Because, at some point, yes, absolutely.
Yeah, because work.
Well, a little bit after a week, because it's still new to you. So
a month. Let's just say a month.
You'll be like, oh, y'all don't do shit.
Yeah, because Will Smith probably has a routine: wake up 5 o'clock every morning, work out, go study, create content, so on and so forth, and it's like a system. and then at the end of the month, let's go spend $25,000. By the time you can't even get to the week 3, you stuck on.
What is Future? Wake up, go to the studio.
24 hours a day.
Maybe one party that he goes to once a month.
Exactly.
So
and he probably doesn't want to go to.
So I don't know. Like people because people don't know what really excites them.
Yeah.
They let society tell them what excites them. So then they block out a whole bunch of other stuff. We definitely just went to a whole other topic, but I love that. But anyway, the first thing that I was saying is that literally we don't go through a lot because we choose not to.
No.
If you don't want to go through a lot within your relationship, then make the decisions that are not going to lead to you going through a lot. If you start to see the red flags, just get out of it. Like, why?
Well, if you start to see red flags, try to talk about it, fix it. If that doesn't work, then get out of it.
Sure. What?
We need to go to Bed Bath & Beyond.
What?
The bullet. The NutriBullet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know that.
I literally just thought about it.
Are you retarded? Like, what is happening? Dad literally just came up here and said, when are y'all going? I said, oh, we're going to his mom's house.
I didn't know what he was talking about. He just said, oh, I guess y'all not going. He didn't say it. That's what
and I was like, yeah, we probably want to go because we're going to his mom's house.
I would like...
But you had to say it right now.
Yeah, because I didn't want to forget. I didn't want to forget.